starting an online business, or if you want to build an e-course, or if you want some information about building funnels, then this is the live stream for you. What's up, everyone? Hey, Get Trendy. Hey, Gabby. Hey, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me live. Now, in this live stream, I'm going to be sharing with you all the reasons that I see people, are not starting their e-course, and hopefully help you reframe them a little bit differently. And also, cheers, everyone. Happy Friday. We made it through another week. Yay. I love that for us. I love my crown. So I was getting hey Trilly, I was getting an outfit together for Melbourne Cup, and I just found my hat box, and I was like, well, this is way too fabulous to not be wearing all the time. So here it is. Okay, so what we're going to be covering off today is the 5 common reasons people give me for not starting their e-course. So actually, let's have a little bit of a vote. Which one do you think is more popular? As in got the highest vote? Do you think it's I'm not an expert and no one is going to buy from me? Leave me a 1 if you think it's that. Leave me a 2 if you think it's I don't have time for this. Hey, Equestrian Nepal. Leave me a 3 if you think it's I don't have enough followers or email list. Leave me a 4 if you think it's the tech really overwhelms me. And leave me a 5 if you think people said I have no idea what to teach. Hey, Zenophoto. Hey, Fashion Work. Hey, JRG. Oh, babe, are you in Queensland? I miss you. I've been thinking about you a lot. How are you? Hey, God's Third Eye. That's a weird handle. What's up, Fashion Work? What's up? Get Trilly. What's up? Michael, thanks so much for hanging live. Okay, cool. So I was actually blown away by the results of this, because what most people said when I asked them was that the number 1 reason people haven't started their e-course yet is because they don't know what they would teach. So here is what I have to say about people who are thinking that they don't know what to teach. So what I find for people that are in my course, so I teach a course called Freedom Funnels. Freedom Funnels is the only online course that teaches you both the course creation aspect of building an e-course business, and it teaches you the automation aspect. So it teaches you how to automate your business to build an evergreen sales funnel and how to get sales on autopilot. And it's also surrounded by annual support from me, mentoring and guidance from me every single week. So it's the only program on the market that actually teaches the full side of it. Most people only teach you the funnels, or they teach you the course. So mine's the only one. Hi, Curtis. Hi, how are you? Hi, Jenny Shane. Hey, Juan Carlo. Hey, Irina Stylist. Great to see you guys here. So Freedom Funnels, what I find most of the babes that go through Freedom Funnels are like, what I find is that they're not exactly experts in the field. You know, they haven't got these fancy degrees, or they haven't, won all these awards for anything. They're just people who have realized that they have a skill or some life experience that they are wanting to share with other people. So what I also find is that people like yourself, you've probably spent years developing knowledge that you don't even realize other people might need, or you don't even realize that other people are going to get value from. So you might have a system that you've worked system in your house to manage your household, or maybe you have you were just in a day job and you don't even realize that day job, the skills that you learned in that day job, you could monetize into an e-course. Hey, Irina. Irina is one of my success stories from Freedom Funnels. She started a course on how to get a job, how to get a high paid salary job. And she and I hacked her funnel until it was profitable. Irina, we're going to be talking about your podcast on Sunday on all of my sites. And Irina and I built a funnel together, and she now has a funnel that's been in place for like 2 years, making her money over the last 2 years that she hasn't even touched. It's like a completely evergreen sales funnel, which I love for you. I love it for everyone. I want everyone to have one in their business. So for those of you who are thinking that you don't know what to teach, actually, you probably don't even realize that you're sitting on a skill or a life experience or some sort of something that you've overcome, or something that you've, something that you're known for that you don't even realize you can monetize. So in Freedom Funnels, I have an entire module that helps you pull out your genius zone. So I have a whole range of questions that you can ask yourself to really unlock what it is that people would get value out of learning from you. And it's questions like, what do people pick your brain on, or what do, or what are you super passionate about? So what do you, what do you read blogs about? What could could you sit and do a live stream about like this about, you know, whether it's something that you think is something that people could learn from or not. It's just typically something that you are super passionate about, that you love sharing your knowledge on. And typically that's something that you can monetize these days into an e-course. So some of the most successful e-courses, like when I think about the people in my business that are my students, my favorite story is Malay. She's in the country and western industry, and so all of her ideal customers are horse riders, and so she has built a course that helps horse riders match their hair and their makeup, their hair and their makeup and then wardrobe to their horse. So she's doing like fashion styling for your horse for rodeo riders. So like, think about that, you know, like if someone's monetizing that, definitely you have a skill set that you're able to monetize. Also in Freedom Funnels, I have a profitability matrix. So if you're tossing up a couple of ideas or you're unsure about which ideas would be most profitable, then I teach you how to analyze which one is going to be most profitable as well. So cheers, Harmon. Thank you for saying I look gorgeous. I feel pretty gorgeous. Jenny's saying I should do a makeup tutorial. I love makeup tutorials, but I don't know if I could do one. Sinitra saying, am I single? Yes, I am. Jared G is saying Queen plus Goddess. Love that for me. Okay, cool. So that is my response to don't know what to teach. For the people that are saying I don't have time, this was the second objection. So the second objection that came in was I don't have time to build an e-course. And here's the thing, e-courses create time. So this is my, I run a digital marketing business now. My previous two businesses were a service business and a product-based business. In this business, I've worked the least amount of hours that I have in any of my businesses. So in my product business, I was way overworked. In my service business, I worked slightly less, but I was still easily doing minimum 5 days, sometimes 6 days, and long days. In this business, if I don't want to work, I just don't work. So January to June of last year, I punched out a couple of e-courses. So I did like a big first start to the year. And really, I haven't worked since then. So we're coming up to what, like 14 months now, 15 months of really working like minimum hours, just doing the basics. I don't even create any content. Like I do a very minimum amount of work every week, and it's a really passive business. So for the people that are going like, I have so much on my plate, there's no way that I could fit in an e-course. E-courses create time, and keeping in mind that if you you have enough hours in the day to do the things that you're passionate about, or to do the things that you're motivated to do, or just, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. So if you have time to do, say, watch the latest episode of Game of Thrones, or catch up on binge watch that series this week, then you have enough time to build an e-course. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, and you prioritize what's important to you. So what's important to you is prioritizing building a passive income stream or building a business that you can rely on that's going to be able to support you, then I would recommend investing your time in this rather than investing your time in all the other things that you're probably doing that are actually wasting you money. So for instance, if you look at your screen time, which is alarming, or the amount of time that you spend on every app, why don't you look at that and see how much time you're spending on Instagram or Facebook or any other app, YouTube, whatever it is, and take that time and put it into building an e-course. Hey, Baby Slim. Hey, Cyntharia. Are you guys loving this? Give me some hearts if you are. Now, the best thing is I am here to help you. If you follow my simplified system for launching an e-course, you can get your very first course sales by the end of the month, which means you can actually start saying no to more of the work that you're currently doing. So you can start turning down your existing work because you've got income coming in from your e-course. And a lot of my success stories come from people who are mothers, like they're people who are, mothers with newborns, or single moms, or, moms juggling multiple jobs. So there is enough time in the day for you to build your e-course business. And once it is up and running, it can be a very passive business. As I said, I'm working about 10 hours a week. I'm ramping up now because we're going into a launch. But before then I was doing, a couple of hours work a day. And then the rest of it was my time, and the money was still coming in because it's on recurring revenue. So, and the other thing that I want to say is about now is about people that don't have the time. we are literally at the start of the digital economy. So one of the tasks that I get you to do when you're joining up to Freedom Funnels is I get you to go and find all of your competitors that are selling similar products or similar e-courses to you. And what I find is that my people come back and they go, oh, Amber, I haven't been able to find someone who's teaching the same course as me. And I'm like, yeah, well, maybe that's because there is no one on the planet that's teaching the same course as you. And for me, that blows my mind, because when was the last time in history where you were building a business where you had no competitors? Like, when did that even happen? Like, not since, like, I don't even know when, like, I don't know, but it's been a long time since that was people's reality. But that's the reality that you're living in right now. And if you think it's always going to be that way, you're wrong. This is the start of people building e-courses, and people like you building e-courses in your industry or in your area of expertise or in your abilities and passions. So if you want to be the first to enter the market, I highly recommend figuring out what your e-course is going to be about and starting that e-course today so that you can be one of the first to capitalize on it. Like, I was the very first person, I was one of the first people in Australia to build an e-course, but I was the very first fashion styling certificate program on the interwebs. I'm still one of like 3 fashion styling, like actual quality fashion styling programs on the internet, which is just so insane, you know, like when does that even happen? And like an example of you know, how much I love this business. I built that e-course in 2015, and I built the funnel in 2015-16. And I spent like a long amount of time on it, making sure it was optimized, really like hacking it, making it really good. I turned that funnel off around 2017. I can't even remember why. And this year I just had an inkling that people would be keen to do that course again. So I turned the funnel back on, and that funnel is making me money to this day with the same e-course, the same funnel, the same ads, the same creative, the same copy. I literally didn't touch a single thing. I just went into my Facebook ads manager, went on, and woke up the next day to sales. So this is what this business can be like if you have someone who's teaching you how to do it properly. I know this sounds like so like bro marketing and bullshitty, but like honestly, if you get it done properly, this is what it's like. Hey all, Stain Estate, what's up? Abdul, hey Cheryl Coleridge, how you guys doing? Are you loving this? Let me know if you are. Give me some love, give me some hearts, give me some thumbs up. I'm gonna come over to Facey real quick and see if there's anyone wanting me on the Facey page. Okay, so then the next objection that people always give me all the time that I asked you guys to vote, and this was the third one, was that you were scared of tech. So here's the thing: when I was first starting out, there was none of these plug and play tools that we have these days. So when I was first starting out, it was a true Frankenstein model. Like, I had to basically build my own WordPress LMS, and there was only kind of like one thing that you could buy, and it was clunky and ugly. I had to try and figure out how to get a membership, like a membership plugin to lock into that. And then it was just like a nightmare. Like, nothing ever worked. Basically, I had to build all of my sales pages from scratch, all of this sort of stuff. It's not like that anymore. Like, my system, like my first courses are just so Frankenstein, like bits and bobs, like, you know, everything like jammed together. But these days it's plug and play, like, and it's so affordable as well these days. Like, back in the day, everything was so expensive. Like, if you tried to get a sales page built, it was like someone was going to charge you like $10,000 to build a sales page, you know, actually like build the code with like all of the opt-ins and everything. These days you can start with a minimum amount of money. You can do it on a month-to-month basis. So as your money comes in, you can buy your next month's subscription to like your landing page builder. The course software is literally plug and play. So if you know how to say, like, what's it like? I don't know. Do you build anything? If you know how to use a Trello board, you can use a course creation or course hosting platform these days. Like, it's super good. Hey Ross, hi babes. So there is heaps of really easy plug and play tools out there that weren't available when I was just getting started. And the best part is, if you really don't want to do it yourself, maybe you don't have the time, or maybe you just can't be bothered, you can outsource this to people who have been doing it for years for like $10 an hour. So there's a whole army of people online. You can find them on freelance or Upwork or things like that. And they all have literally been building these things for years. So you don't even have to worry about it. You can just tell them, I want a course built on this platform, or I want it to integrate with my, whatever your MailChimp, your CRM is. Now, the best part is I teach a tech-free approach to doing this. So the way that I teach course creation is that you go and sell your course first, and then you create your course, and you create your first round of your course without using any more tech than you're currently using. So the tech that you've already got in your hand, that you've already been using for your current meetings, that is how you create your very first e-course. Now, the beauty of doing it this way is that you actually make money before you're required to set up any tech, because you're going to be selling your very first version of your course. You're going to get some money coming in the door, and then that's going to empower you to either go and hire someone, go and outsource, or just it's going to make you feel more empowered, and that you're actually able to do this whole business so that you feel more confident in following through with setting up your own tech. But yeah, as I said, the tech these days is very, very simple compared to how it was when I was starting. So that's the next one that I hear. Give me some thumbs up if you guys are loving this. Thanks, guys. Okay. So then the next objection that I hear all the time. Hi, Alicia. Let me see if I can find my face here. I just want to make sure I'm not leaving anyone behind over here. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of people. Oh. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Ross. Thank you, guys. Okay, perfect. Okay, you're loving it. Cool, thank you. Let me know if you have any questions around setting up a course. Otherwise, we'll just keep going. Hey, Utah homeboy. Alrighty, where are we? Okay, so then the next, thanks for all the hearts, you guys, love you. So then the next thing that I hear all the time is that people say that they don't have a large following or a large email list. And I get this because a lot of the gurus, a lot of the experts, they all teach you to build your email list, right? So they're all like, go and build your email list and then create your course. But that's just such a backwards approach to doing everything, because you're creating this list of people that may not ever want to buy your course. Maybe they are signing up to your list because you created a freebie, and then when it comes time to create your course, you do the course research that I get you to do, and you realize that people don't even want to buy the course that you've, sorry, Instagram. People don't even want to buy the course that you've created your freebie on, which is like a total waste of time. So and also, like, you build your list in the selling of your course. So once you start selling your course, you'll eventually start list building that way. So I never did any list building. I literally created a course and sold my course. And then my list has grown from selling my course each week. So I sell it on an evergreen webinar funnel, and that funnel builds my list for me. So, everyone else out there is going like, go and build your list. No, build something that's going to make you money. So unless you have something to sell to that list, those people are just going to sit on your list. They're going to unsubscribe. You're going to have to pay for them month after month to sit there. So what's the point of having a list unless you're actually going to sell them something, right? So, and then the best part is in Freedom Funnels, I teach you a specific I teach you where to go to find your very first customers. So your first course sales will actually come from your existing audience. Now, if you're saying like, I don't have a big audience, think about the people who you've come in contact in your lifetime. So those boxes of old business cards that you've got in your wardrobe, or the customers from your previous businesses that may be interested in your new business, or all of those people that have asked to pick your brain over the years over the topic that you're currently trying to promote in your e-course. If you start thinking a little bit outside of the box, you'll realize that there are people in your inner circle, and also like one layer out of your inner circle, that will be interested in whatever it is that you're selling. So I'm sure that you can think of someone that you can go, hey, would you mind passing on my new e-course to this person? I think that they're going to be interested in it. And I have like scripts and everything, and actual like I have actual step-by-step in how to do this. I'm just like spitballing ideas here, but I have actual steps on how to do this in Freedom Funnels. Plus, I teach you how to tap into a broader audience of cold prospects by going into niche Facebook groups and doing things like collaboration. So reaching out to someone who is talking to an audience that you want to get in front of, and offering some sort of some piece of value, something of value to them that they can pass on to their audience, and then you do that, return the favor as well. So jumping on and doing some sort of Instagram collaboration like this, like a live stream, or going to someone's Facebook group or anything like that, where you're adding value to someone else's audience, and then you get to promote your e-course off the back of that. And guys could do a swap, do it to their audience, then you do it to they do it to your audience. Hey Fame Mavens, what's up? Calliope, hey the boss. Cheers everyone, happy Friday. So that is why you should get started with your e-course before building your email list, despite what the gurus tell you, because honestly, building an email list without something to sell them is just a waste of everyone's time. And ain't nobody got time for that. Right, you guys loving this? Let me know if there are any other questions. Happy Friday, Calliope. How are you? How's the course going, babes? Calliope is one of my fashion styling success stories. Let me know if there are any other questions. Otherwise, the final question, the final objection that I'm going to answer is that I'm not an expert. So this is the final one that people say, well, I'm not an expert, no one's going to buy from me, I'm not anything like that. So for the people who are saying that I don't want to create my e-course just yet because I'm not an expert, the thing is, people okay, actually I have two things to say about this. Your e-course sets you up as the expert. So I wasn't an expert in e-courses and funnels. Well, I kind of was, because I was out here like crushing the game, but no one knew that I was an expert in e-courses and funnels until I created my course on e-courses and funnels. It was only then that people started going, oh wow, she's the expert in this because she's created the course, and because she's now teaching it, and because she's helping other people, she's mentoring people. And I had results, I've got receipts, right? So that's how you become the expert in it. You become the expert by creating the course. So, if you think about the people that you follow, they weren't the expert in that thing until they created the thing. So if you think about all the authors and the e-course creators that you follow, they weren't like well-known authors until they wrote the book. Like, they weren't like famous first and then they wrote the book. They wrote the book, and then the book created the expert status. So that's the first thing I have to say to that. The other thing that I have to say to that is, people don't buy from experts. They buy from someone who's one step ahead of them, who they resonate with, and whose brand they resonate with, and whose energy they resonate with, and whose vibe and whose crown and whose tiara they resonate with. That's who people buy from. So, and they want to believe that you're able to get them the transformation they desire. So that's all that people are looking for when they're making purchase decisions. So, there's not that many, but there's maybe 3 or 4 other people that teach a kind of similar course to Freedom Funnels. No one actually teaches funnels, but people teach e-course creation. And I know for a fact that my people buy from me because they resonate with me, and they would never resonate with them. And if I think about all the courses that I've purchased over the years, there have been, 3 or 4 people teaching like Facebook ads, right? Like when I wanted to buy my Facebook ads course, there was like 3 or 4 people teaching basically the exact same course that had the exact same amount of, testimonials and social proof and, their expertise I thought was good, was sort of similar, but I bought from the people I bought from because I resonated with the person. Like, I wanted to get in closer to that person. I wanted to be mentored by them. I looked up to them. I respected them. I trusted their opinion. And all of those things are not things that come from expert status. They come from, it's more of a brand thing, right? It's more of a feel thing. Like, I really resonate with that person, and so I'm going to buy their course. And like, whenever I see my babes in Freedom Funnels, like, we do a live stream every single week. And it's like a Q&A like this, but much more intimate. We're on Zoom, and we do, we share screen, and I hack funnels, and I read copy, and I, give feedback on landing pages and things like that. And whenever I see like any of my babes, they're always like full glam like me. Like, they're always into fashion, they're always into makeup, they're always like super glamorous, all about it, which I always just have a bit of a giggle at, because I'm just like, that's why you bought it from me, right? Like, you didn't buy it from the person who was like, not like this. You bought it from me. Plus, I do always have great stuff to say. It's right, John. So they are my reasons as to why you should be creating your e-course today. Rather, my objections to your excuses as to why you haven't created your e-course yet. Hey Meg Cole, hey Nathan. So, hey Netboy, I wanted to share that with you because the doors to Freedom Funnels are actually opening in about 5 days now. And two things that I want to share with you is that a bunch of things. Okay, so Freedom Funnels is my online course that teaches you the e-course, the course creation side and the automation side to this business. So if you go out and try and find a course, you'll find that most courses either teach you course creation, which is great, but what happens after you've built your course? Then what? Then you've got to go and buy a whole new other course. And then I found like one course that teaches funnels, but anyway, so my course teaches both course creation and automation, and I give you weekly mentoring and guidance from me. So if you like what I share in these kind of things each week, every single week you get my personalized view on your funnel, your course, whatever it is, your landing page, your copy, your ads. We were hacking someone's ads this week. It was super fun. So if you want to get involved in that, which I highly recommend that you do, slide into my DMs now and just like send me the reminder, or be like, I want to join, and I'll send you an early bird link. I'm going to have an early bird registration link, which is going to be heavily discounted from the regular price. So, and that link is only going to be available for 24 hours. And then from there, we're going to have a live launch, which I haven't done a live launch in a really long time. So I'm super excited about it. And so the live launch means that I'm going to be doing a weekly webinar. So the webinar is like a 1 hour long masterclass where I basically break down exactly what people need to do in order to create an e-course business. So I teach you about my simplified tech-free approach. So I take you step by step through my how to get sales before you create your e-course. I teach you how to automate your e-course lead generation. And then we map out your very first funnel live on the call. So that is what the masterclass is going to be covering. I highly recommend signing up for the masterclass. If you want to get a reminder, just slide into my DMs now and I'll send you a personalized reminder when we're going live. But that'll be next week. It's going to be super fun. Hi, Demetra. I think that's all. If there are any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to wrap this up. I'm just checking over here on Facey. All right, cool. I think that's all this week, guys. How are we going here for time? Okay, yeah, awesome. I hope you all have a beautiful week. I'm going to wrap this up now so that we can get back to business. I've got a whole launch to build. And thanks for hanging out with me live, and I'll see you all next week. I hope you have a beautiful week. Bye. Ah.